What the hell?
Yeah. Hey. Ow. Ow. Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi.
Devin, we gotta film the pod. What are you doing? What the fuck is...
Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi.
Yo.
Shang-Chi.
Oh my god.
Shang-Chi. Lady staring at us.
Oh, yeah.
No biggie.
Don't look at us crazy.
Yeah.
We know what we're doing.
Yeah. We're
Yeah,
professionals here.
this was a good idea to sit in the shade because the sun just came out and oh my god.
Yeah, it was a little. We're not dressed appropriately.
I was making the joke on the way here that like every time we've shown up and like one of us is just not dressed for Florida, and I'm like, if somebody who wasn't from Florida came here and saw us dressed like this, they'd be like, the fuck are y'all on?
Yeah.
Like, I see the key is don't wear skinny clothes, like very slim fitting. I wear very baggy because like the heat, that shit kills you. You gotta have some airflow. Get the chunky proportions. You know, good thing it's popular right now because you will die out here.
Well,
I say because he has slim fit jeans. He got his little slim fit, sexy.
don't continue that sentence. You should stop where you are right now.
Daddy sweater.
Daddy sweater. Fall collection, daddy sweater.
Oh my god. Yeah, this was actually fall 2020. Made of pure cashmere wool.
This is
it's a divine piece. It fits very well.
This is actually a donkey hair.
Donkey hair.
Donkey hair.
All right, that's exotic.
Yeah, just ass all over me.
Nice. Yes. That's what I like to see. I'll play.
All right.
Again, I would like to apologize to my girlfriend.
Every time.
Every time.
We can't help it, but we should. Yeah. All right. You got anything you want to lead with?
So, over the weekend, something crazy happened. A certain Marvel movie released. We'll get straight into the Marvel shit.
Yeah. What a week for Marvel in general.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Because What If was crazy. We'll get into that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Shang-Chi. Incredible.
We haven't talked about it like at all.
We're waiting till the pod.
You're here, yeah. Oh my god, dude.
So, obviously big spoilers. You know, we did the little Spider-Man last time. Is there something we could do for him? Spoiler. It's not about him, but
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to appropriate.
Yeah,
you especially.
I especially can't do that. No, I'm not gonna. Not for me on that one.
I did martial arts, and
that's why I did.
I
What's her
don't
name?
feel
And I said,
comfortable.
you know, what's her name? She was
Katie.
Trigger happy. Katie was
Yeah.
crazy with it.
Wow, dude. I think it's hot take top 5 for me, but number 5, I think.
Mm.
Like I actually like ranked.
They were calling it like
movies.
They were calling it like an underdog Marvel character.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's obviously not one of like your big Marvel heroes in the comics.
Yeah.
So for this movie to do so well, was kind of crazy and really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because it was so well done.
Yeah. It's really like Guardians level of surprise, because at the time Guardians of the Galaxy it was relatively unknown,
Mm-hmm.
aside from like deep cut Marvel comic readers.
Yeah.
But I mean, you saw the success of that, and Shang-Chi just followed up. It's dope.
Couldn't be more excited about it because obviously this is just the first time we're going to see him.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be more coming up later.
For sure, he's like future, like he's like the future almost.
Because towards the end, right? I'll just get straight to the ending part.
Juicy.
We see this scene. Wong takes them back.
Yeah.
Which was funny because earlier when we were, you see him versus Abomination, fucking collapse him first off. Like,
Dude, yeah.
we see the trailer and we think like, oh shit, like Abomination's gonna fuck some shit up. No, Wong's just like easy.
Yeah.
I mean,
also, I thought it was a
slumber.
really tasteful like reintroduction to a character we haven't seen since 2008
Yeah.
and haven't referenced really.
Definitely.
Also, I love his redesign too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But towards the end, he comes in, he says, Shang-Chi, Katie, both of y'all come with. We see Captain Marvel. We see Bruce Banner. Not in Professor Hulk anymore.
We see Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner.
He's still in a sling.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, this kind of like alludes to like how did he get out of that,
Yeah. Which I'm sure we'll see in like She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Though, yeah.
And then, Captain Marvel, she's saying that she hasn't ever seen anything like it from anywhere around like the universe,
Oh, you can
You're
walk
all
through.
good.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's
You're
all
good.
But essentially, they were saying like nobody knows where the 10 rings come from.
Yeah, it
And
goes
it's-
deeper than just 1,000-year-old relic.
And it's sending out a beacon,
Yeah.
and we don't know what that means.
Yeah, we don't know where that leads, what that could lead to. I think it might lead into the Eternals,
Mm-hmm.
sort of relating to the emergence and maybe their sort of return or reawakening. I don't know.
Yeah. I think that definitely I was kind of picking up on that because also in the theater we saw like a more full Eternals trailer with
Yeah.
the Celestials and some
Dude.
crazy stuff in that one.
The scale of the Celestials, like on a bigger screen, is wild. I think it's going to
Nuts.
be the most like cinematically like beautiful movies
Yeah.
that Marvel's put out.
There was a crazy clip where one of them's like holding like a fucking like galaxy or some shit.
Yeah, sort of like forming it. Like
Yeah, it's like that's fucking crazy. It really shows like the scale of the Celestials.
literally
and-
like gods. It's dope.
And they already immediately come in and start questioning like, why didn't you stop Thanos or try to help?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that kind of sets up that like, so if they're listening to what the Celestials want, why did the Celestials stop them from stopping Thanos? So that kind of brings up intrigue into that movie because now I think we'll get more answers on
Yeah.
that.
So, as far as what I understand about the Eternals, Celestials created them. They also created deviants, which are those monster like lizard creatures and whatever we saw.
Mhm.
And the Eternals' main and only job is to protect humans from deviants.
Mhm.
And if deviants aren't involved, the Eternals have no place or no reason to fight because it's not their fight.
Yeah.
You good? Ants?
Yeah, we got ants over here.
Yeah, they're chilling. Yeah.
One of them was crawling on my dunks.
It's
No, but what's crazy is
To them, we're Celestials. We're that scale.
yeah.
Probably not even like that's the scale.
A bee got up in my face. I was like, oh,
That's what's up. That's what's up.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Thanos is technically an Eternal, I think.
He has the deviant gene.
Oh, he's yeah.
So
he's a deviant,
he's half
kind of. Yeah, he's like Titan, human,
Yeah,
deviant gene.
like Angelina Jolie's character, supposedly the mother, I think. And
Oh.
like in the trailer, she's sort of being like the kinkiest scene in the trailer. Where
Mhm.
she's just like sort of tied up. That's possibly the love interest,
Okay.
which is some gnarly like visuals,
Mm-hmm.
which we are not going to get into.
Yeah. It was an ant.
Yeah,
I wasn't trying to play footsies. I was trying to save you.
that was the
You got a
worst.
few, actually.
That was the worst time to initiate that after mode. Yeah, kinkiest scene in the trailer.
Yeah, that scene, it's just like,
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that one.
So.
So how? But anyways, back to Shang-Chi, because I don't want to like take away too much time from that. Like you said, I think it's one of those movies that are going to be like top tier Marvel, especially for an origin story movie. Because what I was kind of getting to is like, this is the first time we're seeing him, and to only imagine what we'll get later is very exciting.
Especially as like he's just a dude who is really good at martial arts, like without the rings.
He's a trained
not-
assassin.
He's just a person, and that's kind of really dope.
Yeah.
I also think the
He
father.
solos.
I also think the father was like one of the best. I don't even want to really call him a villain because he's just
He's flawed.
a flawed person, a grieving father, and he's not even necessarily. He wasn't even necessarily like crazy or making up the fact that he heard the
Mhm.
mother's voice.
It
He
was
did
just-
hear it. It just
The creatures, whatever they were called, I forget.
like the soul eaters and then like the mega soul eater.
Yeah, they were calling to him and kind of playing off his trauma and his
Yeah, grief.
mourning. Yeah, his grief.
Mhm.
So, it didn't really set him up as he wasn't necessarily a great guy, but he wasn't a villain. It was just somebody who was being
Yeah.
played.
I mean, he is kind of a bad person.
Still, yeah, exactly. He's not a great person, but
Let's not like they may
Actor.
have only said it and we may not have seen it, but we know that he was sort of a conqueror for over 1,000 years.
yeah.
So
And
it's not he's no saint.
He blamed his son for his mom's death
Yeah.
and used that as an excuse to train him into a killer assassin.
You know what's crazier than him just being a normal dude who's really good at martial arts?
What?
He saved the world in some J's.
I saw that right at the end. I'm like, bro, he's stepping in the force? Stepping in the... And I'm like, yo, no way. Which
That
is so
just
sick.
sold the movie for me. Like, come on, that's
We see that the sister takes over for the 10 rings,
yeah.
which makes us think that, they say at the end, the 10 rings will return. She was supposed to shut it down, but it looks like
I wonder
she's gonna
where
come
to
back.
come back though.
I have no idea, honestly.
I'd love to see like a fighting tournament again. Like that was really dope, and that's like that could be Easter egg galore as far as like fighters that they want to put in, like obscure
Yeah.
Marvel characters, and they had like a Black Widow fighting a experiment guy from Iron Man 3.
Yeah, that's what my friend was telling me about.
So they could do more of that, like have even more obscure characters, and it's a gateway for a lot more creative things.
Yeah. I think I made the ants mad.
I was actually listening to the soundtrack last night.
Dude, that was the other thing. When we were watching it scroll up and saw 88 Rising credited, I was like, that's so cool. I've been a
Calling it now.
big
Calling
Rich
it now.
Brian fan for a while. I don't remember if anybody else from that label was on there. Oh, I thought that was a bigger bug. But one of them motherfuckers trying to crawl in my dunks.
Maybe this isn't the best spot.
It really wasn't.
I can't focus on the conversation.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I think they're just like tiny, like sugar ants, but I don't want to play with them.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping they go away. But
You're getting real antsy.
this guy. This guy right here.
Sorry. I'm really sorry. No, I'm not.
It's fine.
Am I bugging you?
I'm gonna go take a lap. So anyways,
Okay.
I think I'm out of frame actually.
Are you really?
Anyways. You guys are gonna see my my busty for a second. So I think we could quickly go ahead. Well, no, let's finish out. What was I saying? Getting too ahead of myself.
Dude,
I'm so ADHD.
you
and
took like
the
15
bugs
different
are-
stances in 2 seconds.
Yeah, the bugs are messing with me mentally, man.
Yeah. Do we want to change spots after the next 10 minutes?
Transition.
Sexual. What? Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know why it popped
What are
into
we-
my head.
What are we doing here?
My bad. Where's the bag of candy? Or, oh, you have it?
There is a bag of candy. So we went
Are we
to
done with the Shang-Chi talk?
I think that.
Oh,
We could
also,
do
I love Trevor Slattery. That was good.
Who's that again? Is he the guy who?
He was the
did, like,
the
pink hair or
actor.
whatever? Oh no. Yeah. The fake Mandarin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Great.
appropriated Mandarin.
Yeah.
Which
thought
I
was
love that
funny.
they called back to that and then revealed him.
Yeah. Which was funny because even my friend Kyle, he was like, they just completely shit on Iron Man 3 the whole movie. It's
Which
just
is-
like, it's kind of great.
Literally, like, Iron Man 3 is like one of the bottom ones for me anyway, so I
Yeah.
loved it. every
The
bit of
thing is,
that.
like, early Marvel, like, I barely remember anyways.
Mhm.
So, like,
Also, the stories seem a lot smaller and, like, insignificant in comparison,
yeah.
which is true. Like, that's sort of how it's supposed to be, where you build and build and build. You don't get smaller as you go.
Yeah.
But they have a special place in my heart, especially
Mhm.
the ones I enjoy. Like, Iron Man is still top 10 for me. You know,
Yeah.
but
For sure.
so we.
Dang, on the ants, bro.
Oh
They followed us. As soon as we sat down, the bitches were like, oh,
Damn.
they're here.
And we have actual food too.
Yeah, even better.
My bad.
It's okay. It's just gonna float.
Well, you got this one right.
Yes. So, local spot. Shout out T-Bar. That's where we got the
Not
boba
sponsored yet.
and the snacks as well. Yet. No, I'm kidding. But no, shout out to them. They're pretty sick.
I hope this isn't like another gum situation where it's gonna be too distracting.
I think that it'll be a nice ASMR style.
ASMR segment.
I don't know how to pronounce this, and I'm not going to try and pronounce it. But these are good.
What do they taste like? Let me see. They look like tater tots.
They're kind of sweet, but like kind of savory.
They're
at the
also
same
way
time.
flatter than I thought they'd be. I thought they'd be
Yeah.
like fully round.
They're like a rice cake type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Shit. We got a guest. You can't. I don't know if you can see. Probably
Oh,
not.
what's up? We got a couple. Walked away from the ants and we got some new guests. If we feed one of them, all the motherfuckers are gonna run at us.
Probably not the best idea. I like those.
Yeah, pretty good.
They're also subtle.
Mm-hmm.
We also got shrimp chips, which was my recommendation.
Yes. You talked to me about it last time, but I feel like I haven't even tried them. Welcome to the ASMR section of the podcast with your host, Devin and Colin. Very, can't grab it, damn. On a very
I'm
sensual
good at
journey.
this ASMR thing. Yeah. Did I mention I'm allergic to shrimp?
Did I mention that I don't really like shrimp?
So this is just gonna be a terrible day for us, isn't it? You don't like it? Well, that's a waste. No, I'm kidding. I'll get it. You don't like it?
It's not like terrible. It's just I'm not a big seafood person. Like I'm very picky about seafood in general.
This duck is so close to us.
Yeah, he's chilling.
Is he within frame?
Probably, maybe not.
Come on in.
Come on in, big guy. Join in with
I'm
us.
so tempted to touch it.
It just bites you.
Literally, that's why.
Do it for the pot. Do it for the pot.
Can I throw a shrimp chip at it?
Sure, I'm sure it'll love it. Damn.
No
He didn't
reflexes.
see it. You didn't see where you dropped it. Bro, he thinks you're like squaring up on him.
Okay, it's
There you
eating
go.
it.
There you go. Hey, little buddy.
Now we're just the old ladies who feed the birds.
Feeding the Ducks podcast.
I'm trying to
I'm trying to
actually
call it
hit
like a
it,
dog.
but
It's the worst.
it's too light, so it won't.
Here. Come here. Now we'll get you in frame.
Oh God.
Here. Drop it because I think they're scared.
Good.
Well, damn, don't say. You're like going.
Yeah. I don't want to.
I'm gonna zoom out the frame so that they can see
I don't
the
mean
ducks.
to be too aggressive. Oh, they're going in.
You were like pelting them.
I didn't hit one like that. That one I did.
What the heck?
That one I hit. You know how light these crackers are? It's not doing any damage.
I know.
I don't want to waste any Pocky though. Like, these are for us.
Oh yeah, for sure. So Devin picked out the classic.
Yeah.
I picked out the Pocky. Damn.
Premium Pocky.
Damn. You know what I'm saying, bro? What is up? Damn.
This is the worst
got
time to
the-
get food with it.
Honestly.
But, yeah.
Got premium
Almond Crush.
It's beautiful looking.
I don't believe I've tried that one.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
That's why I was excited.
For all my Hello Panda lovers, I am also a Hello Panda lover, but we had already...
Packaging.
Ooh, thanks.
Delicious.
We had already checked out before I noticed that they even had them.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because I've been there before and I know they have them. That's on me. Have you tried Hello Panda?
I think I might have like one time, but I can't really like tell you I remember for sure.
This might cause some controversy, but I think I prefer them over Pocky. Well?
I think this shit's melted.
Oh, probably a little bit.
Um,
Is it still good?
yeah. First I thought it was Nutella because it was like soft chocolate, and I was like, nah, it's probably just melted.
Yep.
So, what if?
Yes. The episodes just keep getting better, in my opinion.
You had a theory that is slowly being proven right. Or I think we're getting closer.
Mm-hmm. Goodness.
They made it onto the bench. They have made it onto the bench. But what if?
I'm so sincerely, sorry about all the distractions.
I think it's great. Worst case, I'll just cut a bunch of this out. So it's just like a
No, it's
montage
great
of like
for-
distractions.
It's great for TikTok.
Yeah. Clips. We'll go into what if really quickly. Essentially, it's the episode where Doctor Strange, his girlie dies instead of him getting hurt in the accident alone.
Losing his heart instead of his hands.
We end up seeing that he gets split into two. One half of him is like really holding on to that like grief and mourning, and is essentially like learning this like darker magic to try and bring her back.
Mm-hmm.
All the other half of him tries to let go.
I think, yeah. And I don't think it's like the half that went to explore the darker side of magic. I don't think he held more grief. I think they're still the same person. It's just a matter of environment and opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he wasn't split and his whole self was heading to find Cagliostro, off rip that could have been like end of the world.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed the battle of them. Like that was like so like anime almost.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. It's just really exciting to see like animation really allows for a lot more freedom and creativity as far as visually. Episodes just keep getting better. I know I say that every week, but at some point,
well,
like
we see that he hears the Watcher at one point.
Mm-hmm. He's that powerful.
And then, at the end, when the universe is collapsing in on itself, he talks to the Watcher.
Mm-hmm.
The Watcher says, I can't intervene. You know that. He's like, why can't you help me? They're having like a full-blown conversation.
Yeah.
Now the Watcher doesn't get involved.
Yeah. The Watcher is fully willing to see the end of one universe to protect the multiverse.
Which is why I think that you're getting right, because your theory is that eventually the fact that they put so much emphasis on him not getting involved makes us believe
Mm-hmm.
that at the final episode he'll get involved, and that'll cause some. Oh, I just tapped my mic.
I'm not going to take credit like it's the most out there theory, like,
Mm-hmm.
but you know.
But out of all the people I know, you called it pretty early, and I think you're right.
Mm-hmm. I think all the main players from every episode to come
Mm-hmm.
will be coming back. Also, like with the tentacle creature from Captain Carter and this past episode, this is the first sense of continuity we've had between them all.
Mm-hmm.
First callback, first reference
Yeah.
between episodes, and outside of the Watcher himself, like
Yeah.
that's some sort of
It's the only thing that
connectivity.
showed up in both.
Yeah.
So, I will mention briefly just a little bit of shameless self-promo, because I am shameless. I have no shame in what I do.
Yeah.
I love to just absolutely embarrass myself.
He's a different person off camera.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not a better, different.
Yeah, it's worse.
Yep.
You can just say it that way.
Okay.
So, as of today, the first episode of Benchwarmers has been uploaded.
Oh, really?
Yes, I have it set so that every day of the week leading up to the new episode, all the clips go up on YouTube.
Perfect.
If you want to know, Benchwarmers, it's essentially going to be clips from the last pod, but they're broken down into like 5 to 9 minute segments. That way, if you don't want to sit through the whole podcast,
Yeah. You can listen to an individual conversation that we had.
Exactly, and it's just like the little focused clips where, we took out the segment about... Damn,
We're good.
I'm dancing now.
Yeah. Finish that promo.
But if you just wanted to watch the clip where we talked about the Jake Paul fight, we could watch that 5-minute clip. You just wanted to watch about, we're talking about Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, there's that clip.
Little beefy beef.
We have it split up so that way it's a little bit more focused. You don't have to sit through the whole hour just to get to a certain point. And like I said, those will be uploading throughout the week. Because I know that like when I like to watch podcasts, sometimes I can't sit through the whole like hour or two.
Mm-hmm.
So just to be able to sit there and watch like a 5-minute clip that I think is interesting,
Yeah.
like a highlight clip, that's kind of what we're going for. So go check out the Benchwarmers if you don't want to check out the full pod. Oh my god. I'm freaking out about the bugs, dude. This is so bad because I just hate bugs. Oh, so we talked about Dondell a lot last week.
Oh.
So I'm just going to take a brief second to get my my music thoughts out.
All right.
So Drake.
Let me start by
Yes.
saying I have not listened to the album, but I am so ready to piggyback off whatever opinion Colin has.
So Certified Lover
He
Boy.
hates it. But
I'm trying to listen back through, and the thing is, it's not bad. There are some little like sneaky disses that I've heard. I forget exactly what the bars were, but I know that I think Birdie Lane or whatever it's called, the Birdie Path or something. That song I think had some shots at Kanye possibly. I still got to go back through all of them. But the problem is with Donda, the first time I listened to it, I was able to listen to the whole thing and understand the whole thing and pick up on the little nuances because it was just so intriguing the entire way through.
Mm-hmm.
I think that even towards the ending where it kind of got a little bit dry, you were still like into it because it was something new and it was like surprising after after Kanye's last album, Jesus is King. Wasn't too intrigued by the possible new album.
It's so lively right now.
It's
Labor Day, so
yeah, we got a lot of people out at the park. We got people playing soccer in my backyard. I think I see Messi, and this money will never neglect me. That was sorry.
You're not.
I am sorry. That was awful. Because now I sound like a Kanye fanboy.
Yeah.
But no, the Kanye album.
So you believe that slavery was a choice?
No. I still disagree with a lot of shit that Kanye says. I still think that Kanye's kind of a weirdo politically. His personal opinions, like I'm not feeling it.
That duck just ate the last of that shrimp chip.
Nice. He doesn't know how to feel about it. They don't like it.
How can you tell?
He dropped it. Oh. They're talking shit. They are talking shit.
We got child beef over here.
Yeah, bro.
Johnny, your dad. My dad can beat up your dad.
No. I remember saying some shit like that when I was little.
My dad will sue you. That's a good one.
Bro, my mom, that's what I would say. Like, my mom will sue you. I was raised by a Karen, and that's what happens.
Oh, fun.
I love my mom.
Shout out moms.
Shout out moms.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the joke I wanted to say about Shang-Chi. As soon as we started watching it, first thing I said to my friend, out of all the things that happened, I leaned over, I was like, wait, your mom at? Not because she's dead, because she's like, I want to apologize to my girlfriend. Shang-Chi's mom, just doing things. That's what I like.
Yeah. I would like to apologize to Colin's girlfriend.
I told her it's okay.
Okay. Good, healthy boundaries.
Yeah, it's fine. You know, I tell her that like Zendaya is fine, and then she'll tell me that Pete Davidson is, and then I'm like, ew. And then
Healthy,
exactly. But yeah. Anyways, that was a weird transition because we were talking about my mom, and then I started saying something about Shang-Chi.
Speaking of hot moms. No.
Pause in the moment. Cut the cameras. What was?
I'm sorry, I got
What
caught
were
up
we
with
leading
like
into?
child beef.
Yeah. So, Certified Lover Boy.
Oh yes,
yeah.
yeah. Speaking of Drake and children, you know.
Oh yeah. There was something where I guess he's at a bar about like February something is the glow up.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown's birthday. That's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Hate that.
Fell in love with 11. Wishes that she was 11.
That's so gross, bro.
Yeah.
If that's true, like if that comes out and we start getting Drake documentaries after he dies.
Why do they gotta be posthumous? We're gonna be after.
Oh, think about like Michael Jackson.
I mean,
a
R.
lot
Kelly's
of
still
that-
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, I feel like most people are gonna be like, but it's Drake. People really didn't give the Michael Jackson stuff that much weight until after he was dead.
I think it was a pretty prevalent thing throughout his last few years.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But even, minus the child stuff, a lot of people tend to not give weight if they're still alive and it's something nostalgic to them. Because, we'll see, Tory Lanez fans. I love Tory Lanez rapping, but, I stopped listening to him after he shot a woman.
Yeah.
Because she's bigger than him.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, most people are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm one to talk, but, you know.
No, I think you're taller than him, too. I think,
Is he really that? Wow.
if you're not like taller than him, I know you're probably about like same weight too, like same,
Jeez.
like roughly same height. He's not a big dude.
He shot.
I feel like
Right.
people tend to give less weight to that stuff if they're a fan of somebody that's still alive.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, and the school's getting out. Oh god.
You
So
good?
my allergy is about to act a fool. I was about to start sneezing.
Please don't moan though. At the
Oh,
very
yeah,
least.
for sure.
There's
I
children
can't.
around.
No noises from me. I promise.
Please.
Certified
In the
level-
car, he is a different beast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Noises.
Yeah. Interesting how you want to do it now.
Yeah. It's only for you.
Cut the cameras. No,
Cut the camera. Yeah. You know what? I think that this is the. We say that every episode. I think this is the last episode.
yeah.
One
One day it's gonna actually be, and you'll never know.
Yeah.
We're just priming you to.
just be
for the
ready for when it
unexpected.
does
Yeah.
happen. You know.
Mhm.
But certified.
Certified lover boy. Oh God.
Where your mom at?
That dad just went down.
Certified.
Sorry.
You're good. Oh my god. He's on the ground.
Oh, he really is messy. Flopper.
Oh man.
Yeah. Shout out to all my Ronaldo fans. Just kidding. I don't
Okay.
watch kicky ball.
I've seen a lot of people being like, people who compare Drake to Kanye, it's like people who can compare Ronaldo to Messi. It's not the same. They're completely different.
I wish I understood that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm glad that we're both just like not understanding soccer at all.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Because I don't get Kanye and I don't get. No, I'm kidding.
But no, the Drake album, Drake's a pop star. He's just gonna drop an album that's gonna hit radio, and that's fine.
True.
It's just,
Yeah, that is sort of his thing. Just
my
stick.
problem is he's in this Kanye beef, and for me, that just makes me want to see him like respond to it, especially because Kanye has so openly.
Yeah.
And you know, this is the same guy who did Back to Back, and like basically took Meek Mill out of the picture for like 5 years.
Yeah, he did.
Like he really stopped Meek Mill's growth for a while. It's one of those things where just like it's a little disappointing to see that like he focuses so much on just the pop shit sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know that he could do a crazy response if he wanted to.
Yeah.
He tried to respond after the album, which was crazy. And what eventually happened was he went on OVO radio or something like that. He has like a channel on Apple Radio.
Oh.
He essentially leaked a Kanye track with Andre 3000.
Yeah, I think you showed me that. Yeah.
Oh my god. It was better than like half of CLB. And I don't mean that to be dramatic. Like,
Yeah.
he went on there, he was saying like, shit about like, you know, I put Drake and Virgil in a group chat, told them I'm like sick of the funny shit. Virgil being Virgil Abloh, I assume. If not Virgil Abloh, I don't know who else Virgil would be, so I might actually sound like a dumbass there. That could
Cool.
that could totally be somebody in the OVO camp too.
Cool.
But basically saying like people try to act all fake around me, so I'd like told him to sit the fuck down in a group chat. Then he talked about the ACG shit. He's like, I could literally buy out ACG if I wanted to. I could shut your shit down because he was supposed to be doing a collab with ACG for Nike. And basically, I was like, Drake, this was one of your weirdest moments. You put out like this leaked clip when in reality, like, it wasn't like a big move for you to do that. You shouldn't have done that because if Kanye would have released it, it still would have been solid.
Mhm.
The fact that you released it just means that we know sooner. And he still had a pretty good diss.
Yeah. Just L after L.
It wasn't Drake responding, it was Drake like releasing the competition. Like it was weird. It's such a weird move.
Yeah, I wonder what the thought process was on that.
I don't know either, man. But Certified Lover Boy, it was just It was bland. There was a track on there with a Future that kind of sounded like a Travis Scott ripoff. The rest of it just sounded like Drake doing Drake.
Yeah, just normal, like pop hits.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So overall, I think I enjoyed Donna better, but there is a third contender that we forgot about. Kendrick's dropping soon.
Ah, yeah.
The boy. He's leaving TDE. This is his last TDE album, which TDE I was originally worried about because it seems like they're kind of on the rocks. I'll kind of be brief about this part.
Okay.
Kendrick is probably one of their bigger guys, so him leaving is kind of like a, oh my god type moment. But Isaiah Rashad just dropped his album earlier this year. That was a solid project. They just signed Ray Vaughn. He dropped like a 3-pack EP as he announced that he was being signed. And that 3-pack EP, Ray Vaughn is like somebody super charismatic, super witty, and I feel like he could be something big for TDE too. So I feel like people will say like, TDE's gonna die when Kendrick's done. I still feel like they have a solid lineup. I just think that Kendrick wants something more, and now that there's more and more people being signed to TDE, it's hard for him to get that same focus.
I'm so sorry that I interrupted, but that kid just got fucking broken.
No way.
Yeah. You see him wiping his hands? That's because they were on the fucking ground.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It was clean too.
Smacked him.
It was like no contact, just a really solid move. Sorry.
Nice.
Sorry. Alright, I wrote down a question.
Okay.
What is something that makes someone immediately untrustworthy?
They like Dasani.
Ooh.
No, it's been a hot topic with us, so I just thought it was topical. But what about you?
People named Jeff, but not spelled with a J. It's spelled like Geo.
Geo type, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what you're on, but get off it. People who comment anything but a daughter on like girls' posts.
Yeah. Fatherless activities.
Fatherless activities.
No, you're a fucking weirdo.
Tape measures. I don't want to explain myself. Bandana wearers.
I still have a picture of you wearing one. No, it wasn't a bandana.
Probably was. If we're thinking of the same
It
picture.
could be a bandana. Yeah, it could have been a bandana. I see you throwing shots though. What's up?
You want to do this?
No, I'm kidding. I make all these jokes, but
Yeah.
Devin, he posted it back up in his black belt.
Yeah. Shang
After
got me
watching-
hyped. Like, I want to get back into martial arts.
Yeah.
I just want to punch something.
That's the thing is like in public, I'm not really even worried about it because I know that like if we really got caught up in some shit, Devin could like kill somebody.
Okay, don't put the hit out on me.
No. I'm not hyping him up that much.
yeah.
He actually
Humble
took a
me
self-
real quick.
He took a self-defense class.
Yeah. When I was
He's
8.
actually only orange belt. Dude, we actually took the same class. I actually got up to orange belt too. We're on the same level.
Cut this.
No, but seriously, I took a self-defense class and only got up to orange belt and then I quit. It was like 5th
Dude.
grade.
Nice.
It was at one of those
Proud
karate
of you.
places up near us, but
Yeah.
I thought I was doing karate and they were like, no, it's self-defense. And I was like,
That sounds a little lamer. Not gonna
it
lie.
does sound kind of lame.
You ever heard of the term McDojo?
No.
Oh, well, I can explain. So a McDojo is sort of a
Is it
sort of just
something to do
paying for your
with,
belt.
is it something to do with like McDonald's where you just get it quick?
Yeah, like maybe they'll have like a sort of a fast pass deal where you pay extra, get extra classes
Gotcha.
to speed up your progress, and it's less about if you're actually ready and able to test and know your stuff to advance onto a new belt. It's more just
Makes sense.
if you're there for a certain amount of time, you're good enough. You're doing.
That dancing again. The ants are going crazy.
But
About that shit.
yeah, that's sort of a McDojo,
About that shit.
and I feel like you were probably at one.
I was.
5th grade.
I think so. I
Something
left
like
because the dude made fun of my dad one time.
that.
My dad wasn't in the best shape at the time.
Oh,
And the
so
guy made,
he
like,
was
a
just
fat
being
joke.
mean.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Literally that night, I went home and I was like, I was pissed.
Yeah.
Acting like I wanted to do something. I was like, I
Yeah.
wanted to beat him up. I wanted
Yeah.
to beat him.
It's not like he could. He knows self-defense.
Yeah, you know self-defense. He's a black belt in self-defense, actually.
A black belt in self-defense.
Yeah.
That,
It's
that
like saying,
already
like-
sounds fishy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they had other classes. I think they just had me in that one because my parents thought it sounded best.
Oh, they didn't want you turning violent.
Yeah, they didn't want me in martial arts. They
Yeah.
wanted me in self-defense.
Yeah, that white rage is dangerous.
Yeah, for sure.
I go. Oh, okay.
Remember when everybody was all like, if you're not on alt TikTok, it's either straight TikTok or alt
Yeah.
TikTok.
I hated the division in the crowd like that, but like, it's either you straight TikTok, like, so you're just either watching people dance or you're watching people be funny.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I was like, because people would get on me for that, and I'm like, okay, here's the thing though. Like, I was watching people be funny. They're like, oh, you're not on alt TikTok, you're not on alt TikTok. But then they showed me their TikTok, and it was like deep fried memes, like stuff that I watched when I was in like high school. Stuff that like now, it's kind of gimmicky humor that like
Yeah.
wears away after a while.
Yeah.
It's not like I was watching like Charlie D'Amelio dance. I was watching like dudes make jokes.
Yeah.
It's not like comedy.
Be funny
Yeah.
instead of shock you into a laugh, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't like shock humor. People who are like, I like dark humor, but it's just them being blatantly like racist or
Yeah.
homophobic or something.
Let's talk about satire, because
Yeah.
you haven't gotten into that, and you wanted to talk about that for a while. Oh, we need the full 10 minutes for this one.
Satire is very important.
You've been meaning to get into this one for a while now.
Here's the thing about satire is that it's supposed to be absurd. You know, like you use satire to make it sound like most satire tends to kind of follow the direction of like, oh hey, like I was talking about having an Onion article in one of my classes, and the Onion article was like, oh, you know, the whole state of Florida is going to collapse. That was the headline. And it was after that hotel collapsed, right? And what it was trying to say was a lot of locals are worried that like the entire area is messed up. And they were basically saying the governor has just came out and said that all of Miami is going to collapse into the sea like Atlantis, and they're trying to get everybody out, and people thought that it was like fake news.
Uh-huh.
But the thing about the Onion is that it's a satirical newsletter. It's really just trying to make fun of something else. So the fact that it's absurd is not because it's trying to be misleading. It's because it wants you to dig in deeper and understand why they're saying what they're saying. You don't have to dig that many layers deep just to understand that they were just saying like locals think that the whole world is going to collapse because of one building. And one building, it was like an isolated incident. It was a tragedy. Let me start off by that. I'm not trying to like downplay what happened at all. What happened to that thing, like, it's all those people that died from it. It was super sad, and it was at the fault of whoever was building the building.
Yeah. No.
But then afterwards, like, hotels across the street and like down the block were thinking like, oh my God, this whole area, it's gonna happen to me again. You know, it's gonna happen to me next time. It's like, they're basically saying like, there's no need to worry about that. It's not like Florida is just collapsing in on itself.
Yeah.
But the thing about satire that I find so interesting right now is that it is really hard to tell what is satire because we have such a big stream of misinformation. We have so many people coming out and like trying to mislead the public by saying these absurd things but trying to portray it as truth. It doesn't have some satirical meaning where it's making fun of something. Like, they genuinely want you to believe these crazy things, and that makes it really hard to believe or like know when it's satire or not, because this past year we heard that we started getting releases about UAPs, UFOs.
Yeah.
And that's something that like 10 years ago, if you were like, the government released 30,000 videos of UAPs and UFOs, you'd be like, it's bullshit. What are they trying to say? Like, they'd try to dig in deeper. But like, that actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, it's hard for us to know what to believe is satire or just extreme levels of, not necessarily even misinformation, but like some crazy headline. You can't tell the difference between that and like a satirical article.
Yeah.
At this point, if you see an article about like they're putting poison in the vaccines, you see a headline like that, you don't know if that's actually somebody who's very far down the line, or if it's somebody who is trying to make fun of people that are far down the line through satire. And the other problem with that is that it's not necessarily just the fact that people don't understand satire, it's that people don't understand headlines, where maybe they'll just see the headline, they won't click that deep into it, or they'll skim the article. So they don't fully understand much about the article, but they saw the headline. And I think that the problem here is
the headline is the extent of their research.
Yeah, exactly. Or they'll look exactly for the information that they want, and then they'll portray it in a way that fits the narrative that they want to show you, which isn't how you use that kind of information. Because if I took a graph that said like, how many birds are dying and how many birds eat people food, and then I tried to use that as a way to say feeding people food to birds is killing them.
Try to create a correlation.
Instead of using correlation.
That's terrible considering we just fed the ducks.
Yeah. I was really trying to make us look like bad guys there.
Yeah.
But
great.
I'm just saying, like,
the bird.
Most likely people will use that and say like, this causes this, because they don't know much about statistics, where in statistics you would know that correlation is not the same as causation.
Yeah.
And it's just that extra level of looking that people don't understand. We talked about the vaccine guy, I think, on 2 episodes ago when we had our guest David on.
Yeah. Shout out David.
Shout out to David. He made it to Wisconsin safe. We were talking about the guy who like faked the vaccine stuff, and he was like saying he was a doctor from Oxford, and it was Oxford, Ohio. It was like a local community college, and it wasn't accredited or anything.
Yeah.
And he had
Oxford University.
He had a doctorate in education. It's stuff like that where you just hear that and that sounds credible, but when you don't look that deep into it, oh damn, bro.
You good?
I just got like assaulted by a bug again. But people don't look that deep past just the name and what they say, and then you're like, oh, he seemed pretty credible, and he's saying that the vaccines are going to kill you in 3 to 5 years. It's not true.
Yeah.
Like, first off, these vaccines have been studied for a long time. It's not like they just kind of came out. This is the first time we've tried it, especially this quickly. Which I understand why that would be scary to some people. But it's something that has been researched for decades. Like, people have been looking into this thinking, is this safe? And they thought it was safe. And it's been proven that it's pretty safe. We have like millions of people vaccinated now.
It's
to where
working.
we have a good amount of people tested. And if there were enough people to say like, hey, this many pregnant women have this many problems, or this many children are having this many problems with it.
Yeah.
It's like, now that we have a test group, we could say like, okay, maybe this isn't better if it wasn't better.
Yeah.
But all in all, I don't want to go too deep off the rails, because I know I will.
Oh, brother.
Start turning into Hassan Piker over here.
That's actually not where I thought you were going with the whole satire thing.
But in reality, what I was trying to say with satire is that, that's a big one.
Oh, crikey.
Crikey. Basically, like, people don't understand the difference between satire and misinformation, because
I just hit the mic. I'm sorry, editing Colin, if that sounded awful.
it's okay. I'll just make sure to put like loser above your head really big.
Dude.
Yeah. This bit again. Except this time I made it bigger and I made it red instead of that nasty brown color.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I guess that's okay.
Cool. But yeah, it's just people don't understand the difference because we have such a crazy cycle of news right now where people are intentionally trying to mislead. People are intentionally trying to just like force a narrative instead of just being media and presenting what we need to be presented.
Sorry. Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of irresponsibility in the media as a whole right now, and I think that that is kind of what put us at this point. And you know, it's all fun and games until something worse happens, or like we just go too far off the rails.
Yeah, this is not where I thought you were going with the whole satire thing.
Where did you think I was gonna go?
I thought, well, my personal problem with satire.
Oh, it's all good.
No, you're fine.
We're gonna put up a sign soon. Sorry.
But like my whole thing like is a lot of people either don't know how to use satire or use it as a cop out. It's sort of a you know,
That's another thing.
like I didn't even consider your angle, which is also very true, but like either they don't make the satire absurd enough to where it's not even clear and you just sound dumb and insane and or like subtly like insane and like you can't really tell, or you actually mean what you're saying, but since you didn't receive the support you initially thought, you backtrack and play it off as satire.
Well, it was just satire, guys. I obviously didn't really mean that. It's like, no, you were going
Kanye with the slavery thing. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Well, no, I think that he actually believes that shit.
Yeah. Off the meds.
But it's one of those things where just like you said, people will say something way out of pocket. Either it's like racist, homophobic, bigoted in some way, and then they think like, oh, this will get likes, this will get laughs, it's for attention.
Yeah.
And then when it doesn't get the right attention, they're like, guys, it was satire. And then everybody's gonna be like, gotcha, it was just a joke, guys, calm down.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's like white dudes with like a troll face as their profile picture, which that actually happened to me the other day on my Loki video on TikTok.
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody commented and they had like a troll face as their icon, and I was like, first off, how old are you? Second off, like, he was like, homophobic. They're not scared of them. I'm like, okay, so clearly you're 5.
Yeah.
You know, somebody will say something racist or like make a baby joke or something, and I'll make a joke about hitting women or something, Chris Brown, yada yada yada, and when it's not funny, they're like, guys, I was just joking, obviously.
Yeah.
Or they'll say like the N-word. It's satirical. It's like, no, I don't think there's any case where you
the
could.
satirical N-word classic.
Yeah. No, I've already talked about that too, where it's like
going crazy. Sorry.
It kind of getting out of group chats where I just like have people where they throw it around and they're like, but like my one friend is okay with it, you know.
Yeah.
And even then, it's like I have friends.
If we're back on the untrustworthy thing, people who allow others to,
if you say that,
make jokes at their expense, like,
it's not your
worth
like,
a little.
It's not even like I don't trust those people. I just feel bad for those people. You know, it's like they probably want not the attention. It's more of like if they have nobody else, they kind of want to do that to feel liked. You know, I'll let my friends say, you know, it's not that big of a deal to me.
I feel you.
But in reality, it's like it's a bigger issue than just you. And you know, I obviously can't speak for other people, but like, you know, I've seen people where they let their friends say the like F slur or like, you know, obviously the N word.
Yeah.
And it's just like that's red flag number 1, where it's like if you're throwing stuff out like that and you're like, I'm just joking, I don't even mean it like that. It's like, grow up, dude. If you're like 21, 22 and you're still saying shit like that, it's not edgy, it's not funny.
Yeah.
You're just racist and you're trying to hide it because your friend says it's okay. Yeah. You know. Your friend
missed
doesn't.
The old days where those were allowed. Grow up, evolve.
No, exactly.
Be better.
It's not about when it was allowed. It's like, yeah, well, slavery was allowed. You know, it doesn't necessarily make it okay.
Yeah.
You know, clearly we've grown past that.
Yeah.
So the fact that you haven't shows me that you're still immature.
Yeah.
So.
I see where your values lie, and not a fan.
Yeah.
But wow, this is heavy. We should let's play a game.
Watch the camera. Yeah, we'll end it off on a happier note. I know that we tend to like do the funny stuff first, and then we tend to have like a serious topic.
Yeah.
And then it's just like
we got
back to the energy.
Work our way back.
Yeah.
Damn, you just missed all three.
I know.
Yeah, I gotta teach you some things.
Maybe.
Teaser? No, I'm kidding.
Teaser? Wink, wink. Project's coming up soon.
Yeah.
Let me stop.
Well, like, two truths and a lie.
Okay.
I have a fear of tape measures.
Okay. I know that one's true.
Ah, shit.
The only reason I know that one's true is because you said like.
Don't ruin the game.
Tape measures. Anyways, what's your second one?
I got kicked in the balls twice during a competition. Twice on the same day.
Okay.
My mom's name is Mom.
It's the second one. That's a lie.
You're right, I only got kicked once.
Yeah.
I just flipped the numbers, but I was kicked once.
Basically. Let me think of one.
No comment on my mom's name being Mom?
I think you told me that before.
Did I really?
That, like 2 times ago. Yeah.
Damn. I don't know. I use that as like a something interesting about me a lot. Like when you're, like when you're in school and you have to like introduce yourself. Like I've used that one before. It's like, what, really? That's so weird. That's so exotic.
Yeah. You know, yours is so much better than mine. You know what I
Really?
used to say in school?
What?
Yeah, I was born 2 weeks after 9/11.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I could say like I'm born on Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
Which is still a little more interesting
At the
because it's
time, I was
on the
just
day
like,
of.
My mom would always tell me that.
Mhm.
So then, like, that was the most interesting thing to me.
Yeah.
So I go
you're my
into
little
class.
you're my little tragedy baby.
Yeah. Like, as soon as I get back into class and they're like, okay, everybody introduce yourselves. I'm like, hi, I'm Colin. I was born 2 weeks after 9/11.
I can imagine like 8-year-old you just.
The teacher was probably like horrified. She's like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I would also say that I was born 2 days late. This explains a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I was just
Your
cooking
soon
a little
birthday,
extra.
so we could have a little special birthday pod.
Yeah, special birthday pie. I will be turning 20.
Fuck.
Still can't drink though.
True. Yeah.
And when we turn 21 for that episode of the pod, just wasted.
Fuck. Yep. Well,
Yeah.
you are older, so you can get wasted, and I'll just be the moderator.
Are you sure?
Huh?
You're like, I'll slide. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that.
We're on camera still. No, I'm
On
kidding.
camera, I guess. Yeah, that's illegal. No illegal activities here.
Yeah. To my
I just think it would be funny because I'd be like in the worst condition.
just sloshed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You know what? The worst thing that could be done though, if we
What?
do that, filming at a park with children.
So we wouldn't do that. I'm sure that like a year from now we'll have our own bench where we could like, because that's another plan. Teaser, haha.
Haha. Working on it.
We could find a location where that's okay. Maybe there's a bench at a bar.
Oh shit.
Like an ass.
We're planning a year into the future.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah.
Oh, a bar.
What's my two truths and one lie? Let me think.
See how boring we are. Excited about a bar.
Ooh, a bar. So I'd say let's see, first one. I played 5 instruments.
Okay. If that
Um,
one's a lie, I think it's the number of instruments that's the lie.
Very specific, but
Yeah.
I broke my knee on a run one time.
On a what?
On a run.
Okay.
And then what's the last one I can go? I'm like deathly terrified of heights.
Last one's true.
Okay.
You could either be lying about the number of instruments. I'm inclined to not believe the second one because it's just running and shattering your knee sounds so wild. But I'm also inclined to believe it because you're just that unathletic.
Damn. But you've got a good point.
Yeah.
So it really comes down to what you think.
I'm gonna have a little faith in you. You're lying about breaking your knee.
Good job.
Okay.
Playing 5 instruments is kind of.
He actually broke his whole leg.
It's kind of a stretch to say I played 5 instruments.
Oh, okay.
I played French horn decently well.
Okay.
Trumpet was all right.
Okay.
Did mellophone for marching, which is like typically French horn moves to mellophone. It's like a bigger trumpet type instrument.
Gotcha.
Sounds more like a French horn, kind of in that middle tone.
Okay.
Then ukulele, I tried to play for a little bit, and piano, I generally learned how to play, but I mean, I'm very beginner level.
Yeah. This guy was a band nerd.
Yeah, I was a band nerd throughout high school. I'll probably find some clips of me just like in marching band. It's the funniest thing ever. Looked like a fucking dork.
Yeah.
But it was fun though, because it was like the first time where I was like, yeah, I want to like do something entertaining. Like, it like felt cool to just be in front of that many people doing some crazy shit.
Oh, I'm sure it was a cool like little community, I guess.
Yeah. It definitely like changed how I viewed like stage fright though, because like before that, like elementary school, I couldn't talk in front of people or I would like break down and cry.
Mm-hmm.
And like then after marching band, like I went and did like speeches for our ring ceremony and like some other school shit, but like public speaking has become like something that I kind of like now.
Gotcha.
Something I never thought that I would like. But then I'm still like
now
super
we're in front
embarrassed
of a
in public.
camera.
Yeah.
Doing our own thing, putting
Now I'm
ourselves out
still
there.
like super embarrassed in public. Like when people are walking by, I'm like, oh god, they're gonna hear what we're
Yeah, I
talking
can't
about.
help but look around. I want to focus on the conversation, but like,
yeah,
that's part of the deal here. But
definitely. But
I think it's crazy how like, for me personally, like, our last day, I don't know if you were there, last day before everything shut down, March 13th.
I was there.
You were?
Yeah.
I was on stage and shit.
Really?
Yeah, for a culture night. I don't know if you want to.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah. I remember that. So they have like at our school, they had like a culture night thing where they would do like different performances
and show off.
They'd have like different foods from different cultures. It was kind of like a big showcase.
Yeah.
Really cool event.
Literally, like, spring break was going to be that following week, and then we thought we were getting an extra week because school was being shut down for COVID, and then it turned into 2 years. And so our spring break is just ending right now. People are starting to go back. Yeah. But yeah, literally, like, our last day at the school, like, we were like the closing act too, and they closed the curtains on me, and I was like, oh my god, that's fucking dope.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
So I didn't break my knee running.
What did you do? I feel like there was
I
a
did
little
tear
truth in there,
something.
and you like twisted it, you know?
I did tear something. Like, I was in first grade. That was when I was athletic. And
Everyone was athletic.
we were just, like me and a friend, we were just like, we're going to run until like one of us gasses out and see who does first.
Oh, I remember having that kind of energy.
Yeah, I think it was on like recess, and we just
Cool.
like, we're running,
Yeah.
and out of nowhere, I don't know what I did, but I tweaked my knee some type of way. I think I like sprained my ankle, and also I think I like pulled like a ligament or something,
Gotcha.
and I was just out of commission for like a solid month. Like, I just could not walk. I think my dad literally had to like carry me into the doctor's office one time. I was like, Dad, I can't walk. Dad, I really can't walk. He'd be like, Colin, just take one step. And I was like, forward. But nah, that's when I stopped being athletic because I was scared.
That's funny.
Yeah. But and then what was the first one I said? Or the last one was heights.
It was 5 instruments.
You get me near like the
running.
Hulk or something, can't do it.
Yeah, I figured
done
the
rope
last one
riding.
was true because it's so common. Like, if you weren't afraid of heights, that would make you a more interesting person.
Yeah.
But
Most
like,
people are scared of heights.
yeah, so like, I mean, I am.
I was terrified. Going on Rip Ride Rocket.
I
like
think
we
the,
went
I
on-
think I knew the last one was going to be true because you were taking so long to think of something.
Yeah.
It was like, and then you came up with the most simple things. So I was
I
like,
guess.
okay, like duh.
Fair enough.
You know.
Fair enough. But we have Universal in Florida, obviously, and Rip Ride Rocket I did, but I like almost shit up Rick on the way up, because that's terrifying. It's a straight 90-degree up.
Yeah.
Can't do that shit again.
God.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So that was
I
our two
remember
trips.
not being able to ride those rides because I wasn't tall enough. A lot changes in a year. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
And now you only get turned away on a few of them.
Yeah, progress.
Progress. On the way there. That's what we like to see.
Why have our last few episodes ended on a short joke?
I know. I'm so sorry.
I brought this one upon myself, but like we just can't help it now.
It's okay. You can make a short joke about somewhere else.
Yeah. Fuck you, Tory Lanez. I don't know.
Oh, I was talking about my penis. Anyways,
Oh.
I guess we'll wrap up there.
Yeah,
Thanks for
because my
watching.
mind automatically goes to his penis.
Yeah, you should.
I thought someone was around.
Yeah, we're still on a playground. There's
Yeah.
no kids, luckily, but
It really cleared out.
yeah.
All right. That concludes this episode.
Avenged. That was awful.
That was terrible.